We're going to look at creating the ribbed feature for this kind of angled bracket part. And so the rib feature is this feature in the middle here, and I'm going to show you how to do that in Onshape. And so if you get your part modeled to this point, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to need to get a spot in the middle of the part so we can sketch on the front plane, but in the exact middle of the part. And so to do that, we're going to grab our plane tool, and instead of an offset plane, we are going to do a mid plane. And so if I click on mid plane and then I click on the front and back surface of my part, it will automatically create a work plane right between those two other planes. So it's a mid plane between two planes. And so what we're going to be doing is sketching a line to represent that rib. And so I'm going to go ahead and click sketch, and we're going to want to make our new sketch on this plane. Open my sketch back up. There it is. Now if I look at my part again, I can see that it is a ½ inch from the center of this radius on the slot to where that rib feature should end. And so if I grab my project tool and I project a line right there, and I can project that line right there, I then can grab my point tool, put a point on that part, and I can then dimension from this point to this point in that width dimension what the part should, how far that endpoint of the rib should be. And so that dimension is going to be 1 inch. So I'll type that in. I then can get my line tool and put in a line there. I'll go ahead and finish that sketch. And then I can come up here and grab my rib feature, and I can click that I want to create a rib right there. And so what it did is it took that geometry and it pushed it down to the surfaces that it intersects with. And so the last thing I need to do is look at the depth of that rib. And in this case, the depth is 1/4 inch or 0.25. And so on the thickness here, I'll type in 0.25 and finish that. And you can see that it is added the rib to my part. I'm going to come over here and turn off that work plane. And then the last thing that you'll need to do is add the holes for the angled portion of that bracket.